Hello and welcome to another update video about Bitcoin. Bitcoin has frozen again in typical Saturday morning fashion. So I hope, by the way, you all have a great weekend and you have a good start into the weekend. Last weekend was basically no movement at all for crypto, right? We had a little bit of volatility in the last few days, but we're basically exactly there where we were last weekend as well in terms of price. So all we had was a little bit of progress in the chart, but no real price progress, and we're still waiting, well, I'm still waiting for one more low on the Bitcoin chart. The movement that we saw to the upside from the Bitcoin side since the CPI data release was just not convincing enough yet. For me, this is not an impulse, okay? It's different to Ethereum. Ethereum definitely has a chance to break out from here, but also with Ethereum, I don't think it's guaranteed at all that we will go up from here. There is still a chance to either see more sideways movement over the next few weeks or maybe even one more low for Ethereum before it goes up, right? But that's something for the Ethereum video. Here on the Bitcoin chart and in terms of the Bitcoin video, ideally, I'd still like to see one more low. The point is that we just cannot count a clear bottom in place based on the Elliott waves. Everything is possible, right? The question is just how likely it is. We had a double bottom here. You could say it's double bottom, okay? In reality, double bottoms often don't really work out. They do sometimes, but they're often a recipe for failure. Yeah, if you come down and do that 99% retracement, it just often doesn't work out and eventually you will break it, from my experience at least. So overall, wave 1, 2, 3, 4 and wave 5 still ongoing in my opinion. That's the current view of this chart. Bear in mind what I said before, we need to have an open mind with Bitcoin. There are different possibilities. The Bitcoin chart even includes the possibility to go all the way up to around about 22k and still be bearish, yeah, because it would not change the overall assumption of this chart. It would not change the overall wave pattern. It would not change the higher level assumption. So for me, even if we go to 22k, for example, it would still probably be primarily a bearish count with one more low. The point is that the structure that has developed here, to really be more bullish, I want to see evidence in the chart. I need to see proof in the chart. Now, that doesn't mean Bitcoin couldn't go up, but then logically, I'm going to focus on charts which show more potential, right? Where we have a clearer vision, where we have a clearer picture, where we can count the waves clearer because the structure is cleaner. Yeah, and the structure is more obvious to us. So why would I focus on a chart in terms of, do I trade it or not, when the structure isn't very clear? Therefore, for me, at the moment, the strategy with Bitcoin is mainly, if I do buy some Bitcoin, it might be just not some Bitcoin, you know what I mean, but it's sort of dollar cost averaging, really small amounts, and then if we get another large dip, then I'm going to get in more aggressively, especially if we go below 17.6k. On the other hand, should we really go up, and should we sort of already get a bull run or a let's say, even if it's not a bull run, but it could just be a year-end rally, a bear market rally, even then I'm not gonna chase green candles. There will always be a dip that we can then use to go long, for example. But for that, I just want to see the evidence. I want to see that the trend is shifted. Yeah, because here I just can't, when sometimes you get the charts where you say, okay, a pattern is exhausted, the pattern is full, you can now focus on higher. You just need a small signal, but here we need quite a large signal to make it to convince me. Okay, so that's sort of my latest view. Still waiting for that lower low. And by the way, I guess most people can be quite relaxed should the prices really go up, because I believe that most people will have Bitcoin holdings anyway, in their hardware wallet or whatever. Now, if you don't, I personally, it's up to you what to do, but I personally wouldn't understand if anybody in the crypto market who doesn't have any Bitcoin holding with the current prices, anything on the hardware wallet or anything. I personally don't understand that, but that's entirely up to you. That's your own decision, of course. But therefore, sort of long term, owning Bitcoin on a hardware wallet is for me the absolute foundation, right? Irrespective of any trading or anything. Okay, but that's just my view. Could be wrong. Okay, so we are here in this sort of fifth wave, in my opinion, still, and I think the best way to count this at the moment is to count this as a 5-wave move down here, where we saw the fifth wave when the CPI data was released. That was then a wave A. Now we're moving up in a wave B. This should at the latest be finished here at the 20k level, and we are already coming down. Yeah, so it could very well be that sort of at the moment how I would approach this, that this was a 1-2 setup, and we're now heading lower 3, 4, and 5. Yeah, and then this would be a wave 1. Oh dear, that was supposed to be a 1. Then a 2. Okay, so you've got your wave 2, and then we come down in 3. Then we'll see a larger wave 4 and a wave 5 to finish it off in wave 5. All right, ugly drawing, but this is sort of how I think this could work out. To do that and to maintain this view, the point is the move down is quite impulsive. That move sort of sideways looks like a wave 4, just in terms of how they normally come across, all right? Corrective and sideways, and we have not reached like what you would normally expect a wave 4 to reach, so at least 19,263. So wouldn't be surprised. I mean, again, we get into micro counting, but would be surprised to see something like that in a wave 4 and then come down to reach here the 19,263 level, or even 19,374 on the weekend, and then come down in a wave 5. Now that's really, this 5-wave move I've indicated here could really only be the first wave of 5s in this wave C of 5. Yeah, but generally the focus at the moment is on lower until it's important to understand that now. So if we say this is a wave 4, yeah, you would not expect this wave 4 to go higher than 19,460. That is deep resistance. That is the 50% fib level. Going any higher than that will suggest this is not wave 4 and we might be in something more bullish. On the flip side, breaking below let me just draw the fibs here. So breaking below 18,550, pretty much, yeah. The 78.6% fib level of that move here, that would confirm for me that we are coming down lower, because this would make a imminent bullish move much less likely, dropping below the 78.6% fib level. Well, that's my take on Bitcoin at the moment. I hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye bye.